Brian, we're doing well. We understand there was a missile strike in Kyiv, just south of the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv, targeting an oil depot. You can actually see that orange glow behind me. There is a fire in the distance that's still raging on at this hour. This follows a missile strike this morning that hit an apartment building here in the Ukrainian capital. There's some CCTV footage that shows that missile slamming into a residential building that injured a number of people. We were there today and in the streets of Kyiv to see what it was like following a night filled with gun battles between Russian forces and the Ukrainian army. Take a look at what the streets of Kyiv looked like today amid martial law. Overnight, fierce fighting erupted between the Ukrainian army and Russian forces in the streets of Kyiv. This truck is riddled with bullet holes, and there's blood on the sidewalk. This morning, a Russian missile slammed into this building in the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv. This gives you a sense of the destruction that these weapons can cause. Right now, Ukraine is appealing to the international community to send air defense systems as their country is under attack. The entire city has been ordered under curfew until Monday morning at 8 a.m. There are concerns that Russian forces are going to continue to advance on the city. Civilians are picking up arms. We were around the capital today and saw long lines outside of police stations, people waiting to get weapons that they will use against the Russian forces who try to enter this city. Also long lines at gas stations and grocery stores. Other civilians preparing for what could be a long battle in the capital of Ukraine. Brian?
Would you say that this is the heaviest shelling that you've experienced over the last 3 days?
Last night certainly was. It was a very heavy campaign against this city, and the gunfire that was ringing out across Kyiv was significant. When we saw those scenes today, as we just showed you with that bullet-ridden car, it was clear that people had died there. There was no way that you could survive being shot up in a car like that. Hundreds of bullet holes, automatic weapons being used by these Russian forces as they tried to enter the city. But it's important to note the Russians have not sent in their main group of soldiers. These are reconnaissance forces that are looking to gather information about how they could actually make their way into the city with tanks and armored vehicles.
All right, Trey, thanks. Stay safe.